everyone, it is raining, so excuse the sound of the wipers, and I just helped these 4 ladies find where they needed to go. They didn't have GPS. It's very unusual to find somebody who doesn't have GPS. I'm on a road that the cops will pull you over if you're going over the speed limit. So I just did a video this morning about reactive abuse, and I did one on numbness in your legs. It seems to be a very big problem for people over 40, maybe over 50, especially with if you're diabetic. So I want to talk about the biggest mistake I made in my marriage was putting my husband on a pedestal. Yeah, I put him on a pedestal. I worshipped him when I should have been worshiping God. I thought he was, almighty. But it was an obsessive love. It was not a good love. I hung on to every word he said, everything. And that's not a good relationship. I just met a woman who had a very good marriage, and I told her, I said, you are so blessed. You are so blessed that you had a husband. But, life throws so much stuff at you. The biggest thing I've had to overcome is the loss of both of my parents and my sister. She was a God-fearing individual, let me tell you what. She'd beat you over the head with the Bible. That's what she'd do. But I know that she's where she needs to be. She was on dialysis for 16 years. She couldn't take it anymore. Everything is green. Everything is green from the pollen. So, both of my children are in Florida. My daughter's all the way at the bottom in Key West. And my son is in Cocoa Beach. So, what else can we talk about? Oh, yeah, the numbness about drove me crazy last week. I finally found a remedy, so you'll have to watch that. I haven't uploaded it yet about numbness in your legs. I would love to sit and have a couple dozen steamed crabs with a cold beer. That's what I would like. Yeah. I used to have the ability of telling what every car was on the road. That's when we had the muscle cars, the hot rods, the 60s and 70s. Now they all look the same. Every one of them looks the same to me. I refuse to get a car that looks like everybody else's. So I've noticed the darkening around my eyes. It's from the generic Latisse. It actually causes a darkening of the skin. So it's not a lot of concealer. So I'm on the way to get flowers that I can plant on my new planter boxes that I'm going to put on my deck. And I love working with the soil, and I miss that. Not, in my house. I've always owned a house with a yard. So, yeah, where I'm going is near the Dahlgren. Dahlgren. I might be pronouncing that wrong. Near the naval base. So I have been craving Mexican food, and I'm going to go have lunch by myself. Yeah. So it's going to be my mother's birthday soon. My friend and my mother share similar birthdays, like one day from each other, late April. So all the trees are getting ready to burst out, blooming, and I am congested. It's been raining, I guess, for 24 hours here. I guess I noticed a lot of bees because they're pollinating everything, you know. There's no deficit for bees in my neighborhood or birds. So I have this neighbor that only comes down the weekends, and they are kind of loud, but as long as they're having fun, that's good. Sometimes when my family comes, they're loud, you know. So, been watching Trisha Paytas. I've been watching her for almost 10 years. Yeah. She wants to buy a house. She should have bought a house a long time ago. But she probably has 100 times more clutter than I do. But yeah, clutter gets people down when they're my age. It's just awful. I've been giving away clothes, some of my, because you don't need them. If you don't touch it at least once a year, you should get rid of it. I also craving a barbecue with coleslaw, and I'm probably making all y'all hungry. But it's got to have Texas Pete or Tapatía on it, or Cholula. Oh yeah, I won't eat in somebody's house unless they got Cholula. So I'm gonna have to make a turn up here soon. So yeah, the numbness in my legs is a big issue with me now. Lordy, I shouldn't be whining. A lot of the subscribers say all you do is whine. No, I'm trying to help other people who are experiencing the same things that I am. You know, we're all in this together. I haven't been in a Walmart probably in a month. Yeah, I need to take an aspirin. Definitely. I need to take an aspirin. Yeah, I got a hankering for shrimp fajitas and a Dos Equis. I only drink, I think, once a month. You know, just alcohol has been. If you're drinking alcohol every day, you've got issues. I'm telling you. Plus, who in the hell can afford it? So, yeah, when I'm driving, I feel the 6 screws in my back. Now, these, I should call, they're not really screws, they're bolts. They're this long in my back. And people want to know, why don't you come and visit me? Well, why don't you come and visit me? Okay? That's the way I look at it. Come and visit me. It's nothing worse than having a house guest that just sits. You want one that's going to help with the, you know, scraping of the dishes. When I go visit my brother, I scrape the dishes. I try to pick up. I help. If anything, I just play with the children so that the other adults can do what they need to do, right? So, I noticed everybody keeps their brights on, their headlights. I don't know. They keep their brights on. So, I'm going to tell you a little bit about the Northern Neck. I moved here in 1976 when my son was an infant, and I realized coming from Fairfax County that they are behind times 20 years. So if you're coming to the Northern Neck to think you're going to be treated equal, you know you're not, because it's behind times, and that's why people gravitate to the Northern Neck. The Northern Neck is that little peninsula coming off the state of Virginia. And we're known for the crabs, the oysters. It's a lovely place to raise children. If you're thinking about moving here, do it. Just keep in mind that it's a little backwards from the big city, like DC or New York or whatever. I don't understand how these bikers can... I don't know. I've lost a lot of people in my family from motorcycle accidents. Yeah. I wish I was on a bush hog right now, mowing the grass. To me, that is wonderful. somebody out there remind me to get gas. Oh, Lordy. So, yeah, my head hurts from the goddamn pollen. Yeah, I'm gonna get lots of plants. Plants make me happy. Flowers make me happy. You know, if I had a boyfriend, I would be thrilled if he brought me a 50-pound sack of birdseed. Oh, don't send anything to my post office box. They closed it down when I was out of the country. I was so mad. So please don't send me anything to that post office. I'm gonna have to get another one because I had a lot of nice subscribers sending me food and stuff. Some jackass is just. Why do people do that? I'm going the speed limit and they gotta pass me. Jerks. I think people who do that have a death wish. A death wish. So, I guess I'll say goodbye. Nice talking to all y'all.